Hey dudes, welcome to Splat from the Past, the only 80s themed horror and sci-fi show where things can get totally radical. Now today I will be welcoming back my good friend Linnea Quigley, the great Scream Queen that we all fell in love with back in the 80s, and we will be talking about some of her movies we didn't get to talk about last time. And I would also like to announce today is a very sad day. We lost another lady who we all fell in love with back in the day, Margot Kidder. Lois Lane from Superman has passed away. The first Lois Lane in movie form has passed away. Rest in peace, Margot Kidder. You were a strong, amazing woman who went through a lot in your life, and I only wish that I got to meet you before you passed away. So, rest in peace, Margot Kidder. But today, Linnea and I will be talking about the 30th anniversary of Sorority Babes in the Slimeball Bowl-o-Rama, her documentary, any convention appearances she has coming up, as well as lots of her other classic horror movies, and a few comedies in there as well. So yeah, here is my interview with Linnea Quigley.
Hello?
Hi, Linnea. Welcome back.
Oh, thank you.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
A little sad today because we just lost Margot Kidder.
We did?
Yeah.
Oh, no. What happened? Was it like a stroke or something?
I imagine so. I don't know the full details, but she suffered from mental illness for most of her life.
Right. That's true. It's awful they couldn't get a handle on it at all. I guess it was just so bad that, she was at a convention in L.A. that I was at, and I didn't want to go look at her because it was like, I feel like I was looking at a circus, like people are, look at Margot Kidder,
Yeah. Oh God, I remember back in
Wow.
back in '96 when she had that episode and she was all over the news. I felt so bad for her.
Oh God, yes. When she didn't have her teeth in and she was like in the bushes and.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was horrible. That was horrible, and everybody didn't really understand mental illness back then as much. I don't think.
No.
You know how devastating it can be, and they just thought it was funny.
Yeah. It's just so.
That's really sad.
It's really, really sad. Tomorrow I will be celebrating 1 year since I started this show, and
wow,
you were my number 5 guest. Now today you are number 94.
No.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, that's great. Good for you.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah, it's amazing to me.
Do you like interview one person a week, or have them stored up, or what do you do?
It varies. I mean, sometimes I get 3 to 5 interviews a week, or sometimes 1 or 2,
Wow.
or sometimes none at all.
Yeah.
It varies. It depends on what time of year it is and what everyone has going on. Yeah.
That's true. I'm sure that you gather a bunch before around Halloween because everybody's going to be doing something.
Yeah, or Christmas time. I had.
Oh yeah.
I was very far in between during that time of year, and then just recently for spring break. But then as soon as everybody got back, I just got overwhelmed with a ton of interviews.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
Yeah.
It's like you want work, but then it's like you don't because it's like too much work. It's like it's either feast or famine. I can't say the word right now. I had a bad day. It wasn't a bad day. It was just crazy with house stuff, like a leaking washing machine and
Yeah.
stuff like that, where they're here for hours and
But
But that's Very good.
Yeah, I'm just gratified at how good it is. I mean, I don't have a ton of views on YouTube or anything like that, but I enjoy what I do. You know?
Yeah, that's the main thing, and people can tell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You really can tell when you love doing it.
Absolutely.
What guest did you get the most, I don't know what they call it, hits? Or
views?
Whatever it's called?
Yeah, views.
Yeah.
Surprisingly enough, my very first interview, which was Diane Franklin, and that was, right now, I checked it a little while ago, it's almost at 3,000 views.
What?
Yeah.
I don't even know who she is. I hate to tell you.
You know, she was Monique in Better Off Dead, the French girl. She was in Last American Virgin, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. You haven't done...
What did she play?
She's one of the princesses in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Oh my God, it's been so long since I've seen that. I don't remember.
Yeah, I'm sure you two will eventually do a convention. She just, started getting heavy on the convention circuit.
Oh, what's her first name again?
Diane.
Diane, okay. So
Yeah.
she's doing the circuit, so I will probably see her.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
She's an absolute...
Did she do much horror, or?
She did that Charlie Band produced movie, Terror Vision. She's the punk rock girl in that movie.
Okay, I didn't see that, but how fun.
Yeah, she also did the second Amityville Horror movie too, and she just did.
Okay.
She actually just did another one. Actually.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah, and then I did a second interview with her, and it didn't get as many views, but I think the first one did because it was my first one, and plus everybody loves her, so it was just luck.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That is great. I'm surprised. It's like, I think being in Florida, there's not much stuff about, celebrities or any of that stuff.
Right.
It's all about fish and stuff and beer and really uninteresting things. And it's like, I don't get to hear what's going to be filmed or what's going to,
Yeah.
unless I am going to be in it or something. And it's like, I feel really shut off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'll happen when you're miles and miles away from Hollywood and stuff like that. But but you always got the internet to hear about stuff too.
That's true. I'm still with AOL, and I get the AOL news, so it's like, they have the big story, so it's like, okay, that's good.
Yep, I still have AOL after all these years.
You do?
Yep.
Oh my God, yeah, because it's like, how would I get people to know my new address?
Yep.
If it's somebody that you haven't talked to in so long, and it would just be a mess, especially when they're in the business we are,
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
It's not like we have a couple friends or this and that. It's like there's people that show up years later that,
Mm-hmm.
like having a phone number even.
Yeah. Yep. There's a rumor that I heard. I want to ask you if it's true. I heard about it actually a year ago, and I was going to ask you the first time I interviewed you, and then I was going to ask you again when I met you at Son of Monster Palooza last September, but I always forgot about it. Is it true that after you did Savage Streets, Danny Steinman wanted you for Friday the 13th Part 5?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah, I can't.
It would have been nice if he had me. Danny was a great guy.
Yeah.
I loved him. But, I don't know if he did or didn't. He seemed to like me, as a person and stuff like that, or actress or whatever, but too bad he's not alive. I could have asked him,
Yeah. It was an interview with, I can't remember, it was somebody from the movie. I want to say Melanie Kinnaman or somebody like that. And
Really?
Yeah, somebody like that. And they said that, he liked working with you on that movie, and he had wanted you to play the punk rock girl Violet that Tiffany Helm ended up playing, but the studio didn't want two people from Return of the Living Dead in it because Miguel Nunez was in it too. And I guess word had gotten out about all the tension that happened on that set, so they didn't want to risk it again or something, which is quite absurd because you're one of the easiest persons to get along with, you know?
Exactly. It's like, and Miguel is easy too, so it's like, I don't think, you know.
Yeah.
Even though he disappears from conventions, which is kind of weird, but it's like, that's ridiculous. I never even knew that.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know if it was...
That's really interesting.
I don't know if it was true. I mean, I asked Tiffany Helm about that.
It sounds kind of true.
Yeah. I asked Tiffany, she didn't know, but yeah.
Wow. That would have been great.
Yeah.
That would have been really great.
Yeah, you would have done a good job, the same good job that she did with that dancing and all that.
Oh, she danced in it? I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah, she danced in it.
Oh! They tried to steal my character. Oh, my God.
I don't think it was intentional.
They can't do that.
Yeah, I don't think it was intentional, though.
No, I'm sure it wasn't. Wow, that's crazy.
Yep. So I was watching Creepazoids the other day. I hadn't seen it in a while.
Yeah?
And I was...
And you went, oh, my God.
Yeah,
this is low budget.
The anti-war message the movie has is just crazy.
Oh, you're right. It does.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because it's like, a lot of times I won't even watch the movies I do because I hate to watch myself.
Yeah.
So it's like, maybe I'll watch it just to see about the war message. And I definitely haven't seen that one in, like since it came out.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have a DVD of it, even.
Yeah. It represents the kind of, like, 1980s sci-fi horror movies that I miss, you know, like the ones that tried to, like, rip off Alien, you know.
Yes. Exactly.
There were so many of them.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. There were so many of them. There was this one from Canada called Star Crystal that I remember. It was this really bad low-budget movie about this alien that was killing all these, like, spaceship crew members, and then when they got to the final two, the alien wanted to love them, which is so funny.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious. So you felt, like, compassion for the alien at the end?
Not really. I felt sorry for the crew members that they had to endure all this.
Oh my God, that's terrible.
Yeah.
That is hilarious.
Yeah.
So did they shoot it or?
No,
Get out of here.
No, they just flew, into space with it, and that was the end.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. That is really bad. I would have laughed seeing him fly away.
Yeah.
They should have a sequel and he flies them to this cannibalistic island or something,
Yeah.
In space.
Or they meet up with E.T. because he looked like he could be E.T.'s retarded cousin.
Oh my God, so maybe they were trying to rip off two movies and like there was the good alien and the bad alien or something.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh man, that's terrible.
Yeah, but
it's really bad.
But you get attacked by a giant rat in this movie.
Yeah, I know. Oh my God, was that a hard thing to deal with because like I was like having to pretend I'm fighting with it and it's attacking me and I felt so stupid and then I'm like David's like, well, how are we gonna get it out of the shot? Like what's gonna happen? Because it's just like a stuffed rat. And I go, I know, I'll punch
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, I felt so stupid, but that was the only way we could get it out of the shot.
Mm-hmm.
Was we like kicking it, like actually kicking it really hard or something.
Yeah. And her name is Blanca, and you have like the quirkiest names in most of your movies, I noticed.
Oh, you're right, because it was written because of Alien. I read the description. It was a muscle-bound Mexican girl, tough girl.
Right.
Which it's like, no. And he said, yeah, I'd like you to play this role. I looked at it, and I'm like, what? You know?
Mm-hmm.
I thought, that's weird.
Yeah. What was Ashlyn Gear like?
She was nice. She was really nice, and she would not take her top off. She was supposed to have a topless scene in it, and she would not do it.
Which is quite funny because she's a porno actress.
I know it. I didn't know that for the longest time, because to me that was like out of the question, because she was very, prudish,
Yeah.
And somebody said that, and I like almost died. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
She can't be. She's not like that.
Mm-hmm.
But she did a lot more than take off her top then if she did that.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's so funny.
Yeah.
Life is weird.
It is weird.
Life is so weird. I don't know. Is she still doing porn or?
I don't think she is. I don't think so.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess they throw you out at a certain age or something.
Probably. And then you
or you just get sick of it.
Yeah. And then you did Treasure of the Moon Goddess, which I wanted to ask you, was that meant to be a parody of Raiders of the Lost Ark?
Wait, let's see. I think so. I think it was. I'm trying to think if there's another movie like that. I think it was Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it has that feel to it.
Because I can't think of anything else like that at that time.
Yeah, because there was a lot of rip-offs of Raiders of the Lost Ark, like America 3000 and Jungle Raiders, and this other one, Jake Speed, and all these like low-budget ones.
You get to see all these cool ones. Wow.
Yep.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Wasn't that the movie you were making when you found out about the controversy of Silent Night, Deadly Night?
Exactly. That was the movie that my manager called me in Mexico and said, everybody's in an uproar over Silent Night, Deadly Night, and I just could not understand why.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I found out kind of why, and I still was like, okay, but, for them to get that mad is, like, ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think if it did it now, nobody would blink an eye, I don't think, with everything that's going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
It would probably just be, okay, whatever.
Yeah, it's hard
with guns in schools and all that other stuff, I think they'd just be like, whatever.
Yeah. At that time, it was just fresh and just brand new and stuff.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh my God, that's funny.
Yep. Can you believe it's been 30 years since Sorority Babes and the Slimeball Bowl-o-Rama?
No. Yeah, it's not. Oh my God, that's scary. Because it doesn't feel that long ago.
Yeah.
It feels like maybe 10 years ago or something.
Mm-hmm.
But 30?
Yep.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a lot of years.
Yep. You did 5 movies in 1988, and this is my favorite out of all the ones you did with Brink and Michelle.
Oh, me too. I loved doing that. It was so fun.
Yes, you get
It was like a blast.
Yes, I love that you play such a bitch, because that's so unlike you in this movie.
Oh, that's right. Because David, let me pick which character I wanted. I'm like, I want that one.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to do the typical, nice girl or sexy girl or anything like that. I wanted to be like this tough girl.
Right.
You know, because I'd done, you know, Savage Streets, and, you know, I was the nice girl, and you know, a lot of parts like that, but I'd never really done, except for, you know, maybe Return of the Living Dead, but I have a tendency to like to play parts like that because I'm not like that, and it's fun.
Right.
And people remember the bitch or the tough one more than they do the nice girls.
Right.
You know, they tend to, like, go, oh, yeah, I remember the one that, like, did this or that. They don't remember the nice girl.
Right. And on the commentary track, David Dakota and Brink Stevens, they said that you had some trouble with, like, saying some of the bad words in the script.
No. That's weird. No, I didn't have any trouble with it.
Yeah, that you didn't want to say fuck.
I did so. I don't know why they said that.
Yeah.
They made that up. They made that up. Why did they make that up?
I have no idea.
I had no trouble with it. I say that all the time.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know why
I used to always sit in front of my parents even. It's like, it's just me, you know? I can't restrain myself.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know why they said that. I was surprised too.
That's really odd.
Yeah, I was surprised. To me, Michelle does some of her best comedy in this movie.
Well, I don't know. Hollywood Chainsaw Hooker, she was pretty funny in too.
Oh yeah, she was. But when she's doing,
she was hilarious.
But when she's like, you know, possessed, you know, and she's possessed and she's like trying to suck that guy's toes through his socks. I mean, she's hilarious.
Oh, that's right. She is. She's really a good comedian.
Yeah.
A good actress. She's really believable, and it's like really, you know she's having fun, and it just kind of like comes out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and she's not even trying. It's just her.
Yeah. She's just being her.
Which I love.
Yeah.
You know, it's just so great. She kept getting in and out of the business all the time, and I guess she doesn't really, unless it's like maybe for Fred or David or something, maybe.
Yeah.
And it's too bad because she's so good.
She is very good. She was my dream girl when I was growing up.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like, it's funny because I work with all these girls, and like, you know, you work with them all the time, and you don't really think of it as, like, oh, she's beautiful. You know, you kind of think of them just as your buddies, and you see everybody without makeup, and, you know, not good lighting, and you just don't think about it.
Yeah. Do you know if you, Brink, and Michelle are going to do like an anniversary screening this year?
We are?
Oh no, I'm asking if you knew about it.
No, are we going to?
I don't know. That's why I'm curious, because I would like to see. I would like to see you girls if you do one.
Oh my God, I was so upset because I was supposed to be at Spooky Empire, and Brink and Michelle were going, and I totally forgot I was booked up for this other one. Booked, and I like had to tell them, and Petey, and he got really mad. Yeah, it's like, oh, you know, I was like, I can't help it. I signed this contract, and I don't know, something happened.
Yeah.
You know, I forgot. I am so sorry.
Yeah. I know you girls were at Dark Delicacies a few months ago. I tried to make it out there and stuff, but I wasn't able to. I was pretty sad because I wanted to meet Michelle very badly.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Because you'll love her. You'll love her when you meet her.
Yeah, I can tell.
Because, you know, you meet some of the people, and they're like real fake, and, you know, you can tell. Or they go into like horror, and, you know, it's just like, I don't know. I don't really like that when someone does a certain genre and they don't respect the horror genre, you know?
Yeah.
But that's just my take on it.
Yeah, I've met a few people at conventions who are like that.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, God.
just like, you know, they don't respect the genre. I mean, they are nice people, but they don't respect the genre, you know.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Is it mainly guys or girls?
It was girls.
Oh.
Yeah.
So they want to be doing something else besides horror.
Yeah, and they have, too.
Basically.
Yeah. And
okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. I've been really lucky to be able to do horror and comedy and some drama, you know, so it's like, it's not like the same all the time.
Right.
You know, so I've been lucky, you know, it's all lower budget pretty much. Except a couple cameos and lines and some other big budget things, but, you know, for the most part, it's just, you know, low budget.
Right.
Low budget, no budget.
Yeah. Like Assault of the Party Nerds.
Oh my God, yes. God, that was, Michelle and I had a great time doing that.
Oh yeah,
we really did.
You're both pretty funny, looking all scared. Your faces are just priceless, being all scared like that.
I know. Oh, it was like, what was it? Bambi and, I forget the other name. It was like
Troy Donahue.
Missy or
Troy Donahue was in it.
That's right. I totally forgot that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I was gonna ask, were you starstruck around him?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then we had on one I helped produce with David, Murder Weapon. Yeah, it was Murder Weapon.
Yeah.
Which is more of like a drama kind of thing than horror, really.
Right.
It's like we got Lyle Wagner. And believe it or not, the night before, you know, I was, you know, around when Carol Burnett had him on the show and stuff like that as a great looking guy, you know, and handsome man. And I was like, oh my God, you know, but I'd seen him the night before on this late night where they talked for like an hour or something about a product. And it was for a penis pump. Really? And I was like, I started to say, I saw you last night on TV, and I'm like thinking, oh no, don't say it. And I'd already gotten into it, and I'm like, oh God, you know, I was like, you know, because it was like I was excited to see him, and I wanted to tell him I saw him recently, and I was just like, oh God, I know he is going to know what I saw him in.
Oh my God.
I know, it was like horrifying. You know, because here I was remembering him, you know, from Carol Burnett, and then it's like the penis pump. Yeah. You know, interviewing audience people, or, you know, I mean, oh God, it was bad. I think I turned it off. Like, I can't believe this. I can't be watching this now that I'm going to work with them tomorrow. Yeah. Oh my God, it's funny. And then Vice Academy, you got to do a buddy cop movie. Yes. Oh, I love doing that. That was so fun. With Ginger and I, we had a blast doing that. Yeah, it was so fun just being I mean, the way Rick Sloan directs, it was like nothing I've ever experienced before, because he'd have you, you know, like in most movies, you know, you talk to each other and have eye contact, but we were like all lined up in a row, and like barely, you know, we turn our head and go or tell our line so you could get all of us in one shot. Right. And it was very awkward. Like, the first shot was like, I don't feel like I'm talking to anybody. It was funny. Wow. Yeah. The Ginger Lynn, I heard she can be kind of a diva. Did you see any of that? Yes. Yes. On the first one, but now she doesn't do that at all. But then, yes. Yeah. And you did.
You did the second one, right?
Yes.
Yes.
We did Vice Academy 2.
And then
that's when she was going with Charlie Sheen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And I heard her on the phone the makeup guy at Charlie's was having a birthday party for the guy because it was his best friend, the makeup guy.
Yeah.
And I remember her being on the phone, that was before cell phones, and asking about ordering some balloon sheep or something.
Right.
And balloons, and I'm like, what the heck is she doing for this party? And she was asking girls for the party, and I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to listen anymore.
Yeah.
But Rick was mad at her because she flew out after we wrapped to see Charlie.
Right.
And then she came back the next morning, and oh my God, she was hungover. She didn't get any sleep. So I remember her going to the bathroom a lot, and I think she was throwing up.
Oh my God. That's crazy.
But you only live once.
That's true. How come you didn't do any more after the second one?
Well, they asked me to do the third one, and then they kept offering me more money, and I went to myself, God, I should have been like that in the first two. You know, they'd given me more money and just held out. But at that time, I wanted to, I don't know, there was something in me that wanted to do different films.
Yeah.
And so I just didn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how good they were. I heard they were good.
Yeah.
But Rick wasn't happy with me.
No. That's.
But now I'd definitely come back and do one or something because I miss that silliness and the way they shot then.
Yeah. Absolutely. I used to watch them on USA Up All Night and stuff when I was a kid.
Right. That was the place to see all that cool stuff.
Yep.
You are right. It was like the go-to. And then for me, it was like Elvira. And I was a big fan of hers before I did any acting. And it was like I remember joining her fan club and sending in a picture that said, I'm the blonde Elvira, maybe. You know, I'm like, oh, God, how goofy.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, oh, man. That's being goofy.
Yeah, I watched her and Joe Bob Briggs when I was growing up.
Oh, God, he's brilliant.
Yeah.
He's so shy. He's really a shy guy.
I can tell, yeah. He's one of those guys who's just really shy, and then when he's performing, really, really good.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, my God, he overcame that. That's good.
Yeah.
You know, he can do that in the camera. But at first I thought, oh, he just doesn't like me or something. But then, you know, it was like, he's just like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think, you know, I'm like that too. I'm really shy. It's like, it's hard. Like if I go to a party or something, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. And then, you know, with a movie, you got a script and, you know, you cut after a certain time. So you kind of know what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got that from you when I met you. I remember you were walking around the convention and you were just looking all paranoid, like hoping that no one's going to recognize you. And then, and then you see me a couple times when you're walking around, and you acknowledged me, which I thought was very nice. You just gave me that smile that you have. I love that.
Oh, I remember that too. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like sometimes you just want to walk around, you know, instead of like, can we take a picture? Can we take a picture? You know, and just.
It's like, come to my table, you know? Right?
Yeah, really. Go to my table if you want to take a picture.
Yeah.
You know, I'm off.
Yeah.
And I should have a billboard or something I wear around my neck, like shop closed or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Open and then closed or something like that.
Yeah. And let's see, you did.
That would be pretty funny.
Yeah. And then you did Witch Trap, which I think is one of Kevin's best.
Really?
Yeah. I like it.
Oh my God, that's interesting, because most people say Night of the Demons. That's interesting.
It's a tie between the two, I think.
Yeah, Kevin's a great guy, too.
Mm-hmm.
I love both David and him, you know. They're both different, you know?
Yeah.
You know, two different types of characters and ways they do things and stuff like that,
mm-hmm.
which makes them interesting.
Yeah, I definitely think so. Was your shower scene supposed to be yet another parody of Psycho?
I'm sure it was, yes.
Yeah, because at that point in time, Psycho was a new classic and everybody was making fun of it.
Oh, God, that's right. Yeah, they were. That's a very good observation.
Oh, yeah.
So can you watch a movie without, like, picking it apart or finding things wrong, or can you, like, really enjoy a movie?
I can enjoy a movie, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, occasionally there'll be...
I just wonder.
occasionally there'll be that one little thing that I can't, like, not observe, you know?
Right. Like, wait a minute, wasn't he doing that? Or that doesn't make any sense, or something was missing, or... Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's hard for me sometimes because, you know, I'm like thinking, oh, they had to do that, and, you know?
Right. How did you get to do the Linnea Quigley horror workout?
Oh, that was when I was doing Murder Weapon, and Ken Hall came down, and I was doing this thing where I had a mallet, and I would go up with it and down, you know, for the camera to see the mallet come up and down, like, through the camera.
Right.
And so I had to keep doing it again and again and again, and so Ken was there, and he's like, oh, my God, that's such a workout. And I'm like, yeah, I like, it sure is. And it's like, all of a sudden, he said, oh, my God, I have a good idea. And I'm like, what? And we started, like, yakking about how funny it would be to do a horror workout, you know,
yeah. And
all these little cliches, like the slumber party stuff and the zombies and, you know, all this stuff. And, like, within the next week, we were doing it. It was crazy.
Mm-hmm. Was there any hesitation on your part, though, thinking that maybe there was going to be a lot of guys out there that thought you were a porno star or something?
No.
No?
Nope, not at all.
So,
it was just something fun, you know?
Yeah. Because when I watch it, it kind of reminds me of, like, Sports Illustrated swimsuit, you know, videos from that time.
Oh, really? That's so funny.
Yeah. Because they had, like, you know, the softcore, you know, nudity and everything like that. That's what it kind of reminds me of.
Oh, that's right. I forgot all about that. But no, it's like, and then, you know, when you're filming, you don't know what they're filming exactly or how close they are, you know, and sometimes I'd go like, wait, you know, when I saw it, I'm like, that's a little close, you know, with the camera angles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
don't zoom in on my butt and, you know, just things like that.
Yeah, I still enjoy it to this day.
Oh, great. I'm so glad.
Mm-hmm.
There's somebody that, like, on their birthday, they watch it.
On their birthday?
Like, on their birthday, they have a workout night, and everybody dresses like me, and they have, like, this workout.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
I know. I thought that was wild. The guy sent me pictures and, you know, from it, and it was just wild. I told them I want to get a video of it because it's just so crazy. And then they have a cake with a theme like Night of the Demons or Return, and it's just so cute that they do that.
Yeah. I mean, if that happened to me, I'd be like, oh, that's it for me. I mean, I could die happy knowing that people do that in my honor, you know?
Oh, I know. When I heard that, I was like, what? You're kidding. You know, so it's like there's those little surprises that, you know, maybe the A-listers don't get. So it's like, how many A-listers, like, have a night where they do that? So it's like, you know, silly stuff.
Yeah.
You know, not many people, I don't think, have a Woody Allen night.
Not anymore after what he's been doing.
Oh, no, you're right. Oh, God. He's just bad guy, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I honestly...
He's so brilliant.
Yeah, I still think Annie Hall is the greatest romantic comedy of all time.
Oh, God, yeah.
You know, and, you know, I mean, I don't know for sure if any of this stuff they say is true. It probably is, but I could separate it when I watch that movie because I just laughed my ass off at it. It's so brilliant.
It is. I like also the Trouble with Husbands and Wives or something.
Oh,
or Husbands and Wives.
Husbands and Wives, I think it's called. Yeah.
I love that movie. I don't know why, but I think it's just really funny when she's having sex with Ian Nielsen and she starts thinking about hedgehogs or whatever she's saying. I didn't know. Just think about hedgehog or this and you know, she's going on and on in her head and you could hear her thinking. Mm-hmm. Like it was a narrative.
Yeah. I stopped watching his movies after the ones he made in the 70s because I just think he got a little too artsy, you know. And like those ones he did in the 70s are like his best. They're really slapsticky and just really, really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you, yes.
Yeah.
That's a definite one.
Now, you did this really funny comedy called Virgin High. I used to watch it when I was a kid. I love it. Yeah.
Yes, I did with Richard Gabai again. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it was in Nightmare Sisters also.
Yep. I saw it on USA Up All Night when I was a kid. My dad had seen it on HBO or something, and he told me that Burt Ward had been in it. I was a big Batman fan, and yeah, I watched this movie. My favorite scene is when you're in the confession booth because I was raised Catholic, and I just think that's hilarious.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
When he slips in there? Oh, my God, yes! Yes, that's right. Sometimes they blend together. Mm-hmm. Like, when I do 1 and 2, I'm like, okay, that was the one with RoboCop, or was that the one with the guys that were gay, or, you know, it's like, sometimes they blend together. If you've only done 1, but I'm sure people that do 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, you know, they probably think, oh, okay, which one was that one from?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I love that. I love that scene so much. You have this very naughty twinkle in your eye during that scene. And
oh, God, that's great.
Yeah. And, like, later on in the movie, you're, like, having sex with that security guard and you're faking it. That's so brilliant.
Oh, God, that's right. That's right. Oh, my God, I forgot about that part.
Yeah.
Now, was that the one... Okay, was it the first one or the second one? Muffy, that's the name of the other character.
Yes.
Bambi and Muffy. Which one was the one where I was having sex with my boyfriend and he was like, don't touch my hair?
Oh, God.
And it's like he just kept going, don't touch my hair. That must have been the first one.
I think it was.
And then Michelle and I found out they're gay and we're like, oh!
Yeah, I think it was the first one.
I think it must have, yeah. Because we had so much fun just being silly and, you know, and stuff like that. It was just fun.
Yeah. What was Burt Ward like?
We didn't go, we're, serious actresses and we can't do it, we didn't act like that.
Yeah. What was Burt Ward like, though?
Great. He's great. I worked with actually 2 movies with him, and we got to be friends when he lived in Huntington Beach.
Yeah.
And he married Tracy, and, you know, now he has all those, a bunch of dogs. I should talk, but, and he's got that dog food line out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it was, like, really interesting to work with him because I, too, loved Batman and Robin when I was a kid.
Right. Yeah, it's just so funny that he got to be in this movie, you know, after being, you know, Robin on Batman. You know?
Yes.
He's so iconic.
Robin grown up.
Yeah, he's so iconic from that role, you know?
Oh, my God, yeah. And the difference in how he looks, that's funny, too. It's like, you know, put on those tights again, you know, because he was like stiff then in Batman and Robin.
Right. He was very thin.
Oh, my God.
He weighed probably
I guess they didn't want somebody heavier to do Robin.
Well, he weighed about 90 pounds, and he wore that cape that was about 40 pounds, he said.
Oh, really?
Yeah, those capes were heavy.
Oh, my God, that's funny.
Yeah, those capes were heavy, he said, and Adam West.
Really?
Yeah, Adam West had to struggle with it, he said.
Oh, no. I did not know that.
Oh, yeah. Those things are pretty heavy.
Heavy.
Yeah, and the one that Michael Keaton wore in the remake, that the costume overall was really, really heavy.
Really? I wonder why. Maybe they swing around nicer or something? Or...
Yeah, I think it's because they're made with, you know, kind of a leathery kind of fabric or something like that.
Oh, that could be. That might be wrong.
Yeah. I saw that.
I never saw it.
I saw that comedy movie you did recently, The Unquenchable Thirst for Boner Juice.
I haven't got to watch that yet. How is it?
Oh my God, it is hysterical. Oh my God, I just laughed my ass off at it.
Oh, good. That's a good thing. I have not. I've got it, but I haven't watched it yet. I'm bad about stuff like that.
Oh God, that's...
You know, because I'm like, oh, I don't know if I should watch it. What if I'm bad or I look funny or, you know, I'm weird.
No, you're great in it.
I think everybody's like that.
Yeah. No, but you're great
in it.
Like
when you hear your voice for the first time on tape, you're like, oh, I sound horrible. That's not how I imagine myself talking or being like.
Yeah. Yeah, but no, you're great in it, and I love that hand job part. Oh my God, it's like one of my top 3 favorite cum shots in any movie.
Oh my God, I've got to see it. Because, you know, we did this stuff and then didn't know what they were going to do, really.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be interesting.
Yep. It's really funny. How's your...
My God.
How's your documentary going?
It's going, it will take off more after we do Clownado, which is on Indiegogo by Todd Cheap. I just did this one that's out now called Bone Hill Road, and I think he's this very much up-and-coming new director.
Mm-hmm.
Because he did Dream Purple Neon and Bone Hill Road, the werewolf movie.
Yeah.
And it's like, I think Clownado is going to be really, really crazy and good.
Mm-hmm.
And he studied a lot with, like, David and Fred, so he's been under their wing for years.
Right.
You know, and he's a young guy, so it's cool.
Oh, yeah. It's like that guy, there's a movie out that Barbara Crampton starred in and produced called Beyond the Gates, and the guy who
really?
The guy who wrote and directed it, his name is Jackson Stewart. Jackson Stewart. He was Stuart Gordon's protege. You know, he directed Reanimator and From Beyond with Barbara, and he studied Stewart a lot when he was growing up and stuff, and it really shows in the movie.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
And that's out now?
Mm-hmm. It's on Netflix.
Oh, I've got to see that.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. Yeah.
I just did a movie last Saturday called Camp Twilight with Felissa Rose
Yes.
from Sleepaway Camp.
Yep.
And that was fun. We had a fun time doing that. They just wrapped filming, too.
Yep.
And it's got some good names in it, so, you know, I had a fun part. And, you know, it was good. It was good.
Yep, yeah. Felissa and I, we're in the middle of, I wouldn't say negotiating, but like I have a script, a horror movie script.
Oh.
And I pitched the concept to her a couple of times that I've met her and stuff. And she's, you know, she's super busy and all that stuff, but I think she's interested, and I hope something comes of it. Yeah. And I actually wrote a part that I actually had you in mind when I was writing it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think right now she's doing, because she said to me, I want you in the next one, even if I have to fly you out to LA. And I'm like, don't worry about that. I love LA. I'm missing it. Yep. You know, so it's called Wicked Rose, I think it's going to be called.
Uh-huh.
But you know how they change titles with stuff.
Of course. Yeah.
One day it's one thing, one day it's another.
Yeah, they're always changing titles.
Yes.
And stuff.
You know, the distributor wants it, or who knows.
Yeah. So we don't have to go too heavily deep into this, but how does it feel that in a few weeks you're going to be hitting a milestone birthday?
Really, like, I like even numbers, so that's good. Yeah. I can't believe it. That's bad. And, you know, I don't have the money for plastic surgery, which is bad. But you're only as young as your heart, you know?
Yes.
Because you could just be in your 30s and be an old, crotchety person that looks on everything negative and thinks they're over the hill at that age, and then, you know, you gotta look at things in perspective.
Right.
So I still feel young at heart. So I've got that going for me.
That's good.
And I don't think I'll have to do a shower scene ever.
Oh, I was going to ask you, have you like shown your nipples lately in anything?
Well, a couple years ago in that gore zone, and I did full nudity, except not like frontal. And in the next issue of Phantasm, right. We've got two different. They just did. Oh God, George Romero, and second was Kiss, and it's like a 42-page magazine about, you know, the different people. Then they're doing me, which will come out mid-June, and then they do Vincent Price. So I'm like, wow, I'm in good company, you know. And there's two different versions. There's one where there's nudity, and then there's one where there's not. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
It kind of goes through my whole life. It's crazy. You know, because I had to get out pictures from old modeling things, and I went, oh my God, there's so many. And some of them I don't have, and it's just nuts.
Absolutely.
Made me go down memory path. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, but no, I don't think you need plastic surgery at all. I think you still look great, Linnea.
Oh my God, you're so sweet. Thank you.
Yeah, no, I truly believe so. You know, I mean, when I met you in person and stuff, I was like, wow. I mean, you can obviously tell that you're older, but you have such a young spirit about you. You know, you're like forever young. You're like the female Dorian Gray. You know.
Oh my God, thank you. That makes me feel good. So my birthday won't be so bad. Yeah. You said that.
Yeah, no, it's really, really good, I think.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I just can't believe it. I'm like, and then if somebody says to me, oh, I'm going to be 30 in a week. I go, don't you even say that because you're insulting me.
Yeah.
Because you're referring to that as old, so then I'm ancient.
Yeah. Now, I don't want to rub it in, but I'm going to be 35 the week after your birthday.
Really?
Yes, on June 6th. And
oh my God.
Yes. I'm
You're kidding.
No. Now I'm an old soul, but
yes.
I'm hitting a pre-midlife crisis, I feel like, because
already?
Yeah, because
why?
Well, I've been trying to pursue my dream of show business since I left high school 17 years ago, and just in the last 3 years I'm finally starting to accomplish stuff, but not on the level that I want it to be, It just, I had a car accident 3 years ago, and I spent 30 days in a coma. Did I ever tell you that?
What?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's why I was walking with that cane when you saw me.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. And so I'm just like hoping that, I accomplish everything I want to accomplish before I'm 40,
You will. You will.
I hope so.
Yes. And if it takes longer, it does,
Yeah.
But I think you'll make a very strong leap.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. It was a pretty scary thing, but what didn't kill me only made me stronger.
Exactly. That is something that's really important to remember.
Mm-hmm.
That, whatever you did is just going to make everything else a piece of cake.
Mm-hmm.
Almost everything else. So, yeah.
Yeah. Now, this weekend you're going to be at Days of the Dead in North Carolina, right?
Yes, in Charlotte.
In Charlotte, North Carolina. Yes.
Or is it Charlotte? I don't get that. No, Charleston.
Charleston.
Right?
Charleston, yeah,
yes,
I think so.
I keep getting it mixed up.
Right. And I took a look at the lineup. It's a killer lineup. You got Dee Snider from Twisted Sister, Vinnie Vincent from Kiss, Elvira, Bill Moseley is going to be there. Wow, that's a good lineup.
Yeah, Bill Moseley and I are with the same agency, and so is Michael Berryman, and we're with Judy Fox. So we're kind of like family.
Yeah.
So it's fun when we see each other.
Yeah. I saw a picture of the four of you on Facebook you posted. You guys were like doing a carpool or something.
Really?
Yeah, it was like
I didn't see that, I don't think.
It was like a year ago. Actually, you posted it.
I did?
Yeah.
What do you mean a carpool?
Like the four of you were like in a car together and stuff. I guess you guys were doing a convention that weekend or something.
Oh, okay. Now I remember it. That's right. Because I was thinking, what do you mean a shuttle? Or, what?
Yeah.
But I remember that. Yeah, we were all in the same vehicle.
Right. Yeah.
Oh my God, how funny!
I've met Michael and I've met Michael and I've met Bill. They're great guys. I love them.
And then I think Sid is with the same agency too now.
Sid Haig?
So
yeah.
Sid Haig, yeah, he's great. He's great.
I haven't met him yet, but I want to because he was on the original Batman. He was King Tut's right-hand man.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Because it was that guy that's kind of like very flamey or something, like that played King Tut with a mustache and beard or something. Wasn't that King Tut?
Yeah, that's Victor Bono.
Okay, Victor Bono. I couldn't remember his name, but I remember that. But I don't remember who his henchman was.
Well, he had actually a bunch of henchmen. They all wore like matching orange outfits with these like really weird like orange caps on their heads. And like Sid Haig, he had no beard back then, and he was super skinny. And I actually posted a picture of him on Facebook with that look, and everyone was like laughing out loud and stuff.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
I love it.
Yeah. But
stuff like that is so good to know. I need to learn more about it.
Oh yeah. But when you, I was curious though, when you do conventions, like when you Friday night you sign, and then you sign all day Saturday and Sunday. But like what do you do afterwards? Do you like have dinner with other actors, or do you like order room service and crash on your bed?
It depends how I'm feeling, but I know that this one I'm going to go with this guy who's got a video show called Crystal Blake, and we're going to the Scorpion, a gay bar, and dancing, and then he's going to film another segment for his show. You know, it's funny. It's like canned laughter and just it's silliness.
Nice. Well, I hope it's a very successful weekend for you, and I'm so glad we got to do this again, Linnea, and I hope we get to do it again next time. And I felt so honored when you interviewed me last fall. I hope I make the cut eventually.
I think you will. But yeah, it's after this Clonado, he'll have time to start really editing, and we're going to shoot extra stuff. I got some extra stuff, like me in a train with the stuff going by, the train sound and, that kind of stuff. But we need, things to get in there as, extra footage.
Right.
To link everything together, so it's not just person.
Of course, you have to have coverage. You have to have
yes.
You have to have well, I don't know about in the case
of a segue or something
a segue, footage of of stuff. I don't know about extras per se, if there is any of that, but you have to have all that extra stuff in the documentary.
Exactly. I mean, I'm bringing my camera to, I go to every convention. I got some in Paris last year, which was great. And so it's in different countries and, in doing it in the car, just anywhere. It's it's just kind of fun because it makes it not so boring.
Right. So, Linnea, thank you so much. And I hope you have a good evening tonight over there. It's still pretty early over here in California.
Oh, that's right. It's 6 here, so. And humid like crazy. It's been raining like crazy, which I love rain.
Oh, it's 80 degrees.
Who does that song, I'm Only Happy When It Rains? Is that garbage?
Yeah, it's garbage.
Okay, because there's a lot of people that redid it. I was shocked. But okay, because I love that song because I really get happy when it rains. So I'm I love that song because of that.
Oh, my favorite is I Love a Rainy Night from Eddie Rabbitt.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God, Eddie Rabbitt. What happened to him?
He died, I think, in the early 90s.
He did?
Yeah.
Nobody told me about it.
Yeah, it's one of those deaths that you don't really hear about, which is sad.
Oh, my God. That's horrible.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah. There's so many people I find out about, wait, they died? How come I didn't hear about it,
I know, because you're busy having a life instead of being on the internet.
Right. But when I went on Facebook today, everybody was talking about Margot Kidder, though.
Oh, that's how you knew. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I was dealing with all this washing machine stuff and the floor kept being coated, and the dogs were bringing in, dirt and mud from the house, and it was trailing everywhere, and, there's still a leak in another pipe now, and I'm because everything went. The hurricane made my fence fall in one place and it actually took the chain link and brought it to the ground And my dog, one of them out of the 9, can figure out, he goes up it and then jumps over and is in the other people's yard, and it's like a game to him, to her. And I have to like drive the car over there and get him, her. And she's like, oh yeah, I get to be able to go on the ride now. Yeah, in the car, yay. You know, so it's like, I don't think it's a deterrent, but I'm worried that, you know, the gardeners or the pool guy would let the fences be open, which they do, and he could get out, you know, and on the streets.
Wow.
So I've got to get that fixed.
Yeah. I'm gonna send you a picture of my ex-girlfriend's dogs. They're kind of my dogs too. Like, I love them. They are just the 2 best dogs I've ever seen in my life. You'll think they're really cute.
Wow.
Yeah. You'll think they're
cool.
Yeah. You'll think they're really cute. They are. They're just adorable and stuff.
Oh wow. So do you have visiting rights, or?
I'm sorry. What was that?
Do you have visiting rights?
Yeah, I have visiting rights.
Oh, good. Good. You gotta let someone have visiting rights.
Oh yeah.
When they're attached to the dog.
Yeah.
I think.
They kind of have separation anxiety. Like when I'm not there, they pout.
Oh
no. Yeah.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
Yeah. It's not good.
Because they wreck everything.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're...
Yeah, I can't paint anything, you know, like, because they rub against it, and it's, like, dirty right away, so it's like, or they claw a door, or, you know, it's like, forget having a great-looking house.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're pretty well behaved. I mean, you know, they like fight over stuff, but they don't like destroy the house or anything like that.
Oh wow, that's good. Because usually with separation anxiety, they go nuts. They go into the blinds and they scratch them up and they, you know, go a little nutsy.
Yeah, no, they're well behaved. Real quickly, do you have any movies coming out that you want to plug?
Any movies?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got, okay, Bone Hill Road's out just from a little bit ago, like January. And then The Best Laid Plans, I don't know when that's coming out. Right. I just did one called The Last Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. And that's a scary one. And that was a lot of fun to work on. And Camp Twilight, which was just fun, I did Saturday.
Right.
So I've been filming a lot this year, more than doing conventions.
Nice.
Which is good.
Yeah. Get a little bit more money, and plus, you know, get yourself out there more, you know. Exactly.
And everybody has to pre-order those Phantasm magazines because I think they're almost all sold out.
Yeah. I don't think any other Scream Queens work as much as you do these days, I noticed.
I don't know how they don't. It's horrible not to. I get addicted to it. I'm addicted to it.
Yeah.
You know, I just can't imagine not. I would lose my mind.
Yep, because, you know, I mean, there's some actors, they like, you know, want to constantly work all the time, and then there's some actors who get into the habit of just, they like being retired, pretty much.
That's true. Like James Cameron, he was going to be there at the, you know, and a bunch of them were going to be there at the Days of Dead, but he just doesn't want to do them anymore. And I don't know why Clue's not there because he usually does them, but really it's Tom and I there.
Oh, I'm going to meet Tom in Sacramento next month.
Oh, good. Well, yeah, that's good. Yeah. He's a great guy. He's shy.
Yeah.
But it was funny because, you know, when you work with somebody, you don't go, you know, I hear all the girls going, oh, my God, he's so cute, you know, and when you're working with somebody, you don't think, oh, they're so cute, you know. It's like you just think they're your acting person, you know, or I didn't even really have scenes with them, so.
Yeah.
I didn't see him that much.
Yeah. I'm gonna have him sign my Return to Living Dead poster, probably right near your signature.
Oh.
And my Friday.
That's a great thing.
Yeah. And my Friday the 13th Part 6 poster right by C.J. Graham's signature, too.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
You got it. Just don't forget them at home. I've heard so many people go, oh, I forgot it.
No, I have never forgotten an item to bring to a convention. I always make sure I have it out the night before. It's all wrapped up and ready to go.
Ready to go?
Yep.
That's great. Well, so hopefully, I guess it's almost 6:11. Well, we talked a long time.
Yeah.
But we had a lot to touch up on, so.
Yeah.
But thank you for interviewing me, and I hope you have a great night, and your viewers have a great night.
Absolutely, and I'll be sending this to you so you can share it on Facebook and all that fun stuff.
Great. Okay. Thank you.
My pleasure. You have yourself a great night.
Okay, you too. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Well, there you have it. Linnea Quigley. Sweetheart as usual. Thank you very much, Linnea. That was so awesome. An awesome interview. Sorry I kept you as long as I did. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Add me as a friend on Facebook. Join my Tommy Kovac comedian page on Facebook. And follow me on Twitter. And all that fun stuff. Well, that's all the time we have this week on Splat from the Past. Until next time, this is Tommy Throwback Kovac saying, there's no shame in living in the past, because the present sucks. Later, dudes. Rest in peace, Margot Kidder.